Devastation after Ida. More than 500,000 people in Louisiana are without power. Many communities do not have enough food, water, or other essential supplies, while some people do not even have a safe place to stay.
I was there for Katrina, and this is worse than Katrina.
Yeah, they faking us out, man. I don't know what they got something against us. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's because we got a black community right now.
Man, it's bad as hell. We just left Walmart. They don't have not a wiener, a sausage, nothing in there.
The people ain't trying to help us. The people ain't trying to help us. We fucked up. We ain't got the right color skin.
Dog, man, I never seen this before, man. It look like a third world country, dog. Like, we living in a third world country, but we living in a first country where we can get anything we want after this storm.
So as we ride through, we see a lot of talks on people roofs. They're trying to cover up to where they got roof damage and water was coming through their houses. A lot of people had to throw a lot of furniture and things like that. Fences are leaned over, trees on houses, trees are destroyed. Hey, Shalom Israel, Most High in Christ bless. I'm Officer Akiem.
Officer Arabon.
Officer Malachi.
So what we're doing is we out in the streets in New Orleans after Hurricane Ida, okay? Post-Hurricane Ida, as y'all can see behind us, trees, this is not even the worst of it, all right? They got power companies, they still trying to restore power. So we're going to get out here and talk to our people and see what's going down. Y'all stay tuned, all right? Okay, how you doing, Mr. Curtis and Miss Imbra? Can y'all tell us what's going on out here?
Man, it's bad as hell. We just left Walmart. They don't have not a wiener, a sausage, nothing in there. You can't get no assistance nowhere in there. The lines are wrapped around the stores in different aisles. It's horrible. I only been in there about 15 minutes. As you can see, I even left the basket in there. Nothing is available. It's crazy. I've been here all my life. I've been through Katrina and everything. Stayed away 4 years, came back, and now we just another part of Katrina. Just the only difference is no water. You know, without the water, with the flooding, I mean. But other than that, it's horrible. It's crazy. Including the gas and everything. It's going crazy.
Now, we definitely see, like, right across the street, they got a line for gas. They got a line for ice. They got a line. We out here fending for ourselves. And the thing that we want to keep mentioning is that in the news, they're portraying as if this thing is all good. Like, as if, you know, everybody got their power back and so on. Or they working fast, they working hard. But some people are starting to get power, but our neighborhoods don't have power. And guess what? And we don't have food. What, you got something to say, Mr. Curtis? Go ahead.
It's rough on that aspect. A lot of people don't realize what just the small things. The small things, you might seem like you can make it without it. Until you get in that situation, it's a different story. You can't make it without it. You act like you can make it without it, but you can't.
And then you got to rely on other people to find out where other sources are in other neighborhoods where they carrying stuff to your cars. But those lines is long just as well. And if we don't have the gas to do it, you stand in line all day, you get the stuff, you get home, you still don't have the main things that you really need. You can't function. You see what I'm saying? Really
right. We don't have water. You know, people don't have power to cook and stuff like that.
Right. That's the small things I'm talking about. That's the small things I'm talking about.
Main event.
Power, internet, you can't gas. You can't live on a daily without those things. And when those things is gone, you feel it.
Right, right.
And we went to a hotel. They had a socket on the outlet where you can plug up your phones. They had so many people out there trying to plug up their phone to get service because we trying to cash up our kids. We gave them the vehicle to get out of home's way. I stayed back because of my job. So we went to a hotel and everybody plugging up the phone. This man, they taped up the outlet and cut off the power in the building so nobody could have access to plug up their phone to stay in contact with the people. With your own people, you know.
So are you saying that the government has not given y'all no assistance?
I don't know. I don't know about that. We have to. I have my car, so I gotta fight for the gas. I don't get no money, but and then I gotta fight me. I'm not gonna steal in people's shit because they're saying me. Every people in my neighborhood that we same every day. So I don't have to store him shit or go to the store doing something bad. I have 5 kids. So
are the gas station and stores open around here for you to get access to these?
Man, get access. How you gonna get money? Everything costs money. The food stamp. Soon you go down, they say, oh, there's only food stamp. They don't have no access to food stamp. They got only access for cash.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You have food stamp. How you gonna get there? How you gonna eat?
Right. So you said you have kids in the house,
5.
and how do that make you feel with this going on? You know, as a provider.
I wonder when he gonna be resolved. What result we gonna get in Alabama street? We don't have no light. Nobody can come in here and say, "How you doing in there? They got food right there." No. Me and my wife, you know, it's hot in there. We got 5 kids and 6 kids in there. You know what I'm saying? We gotta wake up earlier, find food with their chalk food or whatever. We gotta get up to make it food. They have people doing a good job. What you call those people?
Lucky Johnson and Tim Buck. You heard them? They've been looking out.
They've been, and then we got Whitney Bank. Whitney Bank is the best every day.
Okay.
We gotta go get she can show you all this food we have.
So let me ask you. They say that it's a couple churches around here. Have you been seeing the churches out doing anything?
But yeah, I saw them church. I saw some church, and we got the food for the church. Okay.
I mean the church that's right here on the
If you
corner.
got food from the church, how you gonna cook it?
Mm-hmm.
How you gonna put it in the microwave? We got across the street microwave, but we go house and buy gas for him to microwave in the house. Dog, man, I never seen this before, man. Mm-hmm. It look like a third world country, dog. Like we live in a third world country, but we live in a first country where we can get anything we want after the storm. Right. Imagine all the shit hit like a Haiti or somewhere they can have no help in the street.
Yeah, it was just a massive earthquake over in Haiti.
In my country.
So that's where you're
from there. But my wife from there. I have 5 kids with my wife in New Orleans.
So
we
I got a
all
question.
my 5 kids right here every day for since Sunday. That when the roof go, we're here in my car. We in their car because we don't want to inside if the roof go in. Yeah. 5 kids, but we go out every day. Everybody say, "Yo, what you do? Where you going?" I'm right here every day. No, still don't have light.
So let me ask you: do you think with the stuff going on in Haiti and the stuff going over here,
it look like more than Haiti?
The people ain't trying to help us. The people ain't trying to help us. We is fucked up. We ain't got the right color skin.
Oh,
we ain't got the right color
that's it.
skin.
Right. So you think that's the
I bet
reason?
the white folks in that bitch for 7, 8 days. I bet you they not.
7, 8 days. I ain't gonna lie. On the North Shore, we stay around white people. They power on. They power on.
I'm trying to tell you.
It's on.
This shit ain't on out here.
Strip right here, we hit. Hey.
We hit.
So this whole street.
You know at nighttime, you know how dark it be?
Yeah.
Even with your phone, your flash, everything, man, you know how dark it be?
Y'all got like babies and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Too?
Fuck, we about to come back, though.
Yeah. And they gotta live through this
shit. We gotta live through this shit, man.
Yeah.
Fuck, we ain't getting nothing, dog.
Right.
We ain't getting shit, son. I had to make that shit last night just to get cool.
Right. Fact.
Just to get cool, dude. That shit ain't cool.
So because they on the news, they're portraying it like they moving quick, like they giving government assistance. They ain't doing
Man, this is denying everybody.
They lying?
They denied everybody. Everybody got denied. We ain't getting the clothes.
Nothing?
We just gotta get it out the mud. That's
what about the cooling systems that they say they got with the food and the ice and all of that?
What is it?
Man, you're not along the line just for that shit, man. Everybody go and stand no fucking line all that time. By the time you done already been in the heat on.
Right.
Now you gotta go everywhere you go. You gotta stay in the heat. That's a negative. I'd rather ride this bitch out like I do.
Yeah.
I ain't going no trip.
So did they tell y'all like the expected time they're gonna have the lights on?
They line on the thing talking about this place got lights, this place got. When the people come home, you ain't got nothing.
Right.
You ain't got nothing. So what is y'all lying for? Just like y'all out here, they supposed to be out here.
Right.
You go in the hotel, they talking about they got hotels for, man, shit look like rat infested ass. So everybody going in that shit.
Right. Oh, so you're telling me the hotel that they give in the vouchers that's for free is like bottom of the barrel type hotel?
I wouldn't let my motherfucking dog stay there.
Your dog came in.
My dog came in.
The news is portraying like New Orleans got their power back, the trucks is rolling fast. We out here in the streets where our people at, and it's not what they portraying. So let them know what's going on, B.
Man, they coming around here with the energy trucks and shit, bro. and they faking like they fixing down power lines and shit, man. And when they leave, the fucking power still ain't working, you know. Yeah, they faking us out, man. I don't know what they got something against us. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's because we got a black community right here and they doing some prejudice shit, but it's all fucked up around here, partner. So y'all need to take a look.
What you got to say, Rashawn?
Yes, it's very, it's like streets over, I guess what homeowners are, they got their lights on or whatever, but over here, we don't have no lights. We've been like this since the hurricane, Sunday when it first hit, and then it's been like this since.
Let us know how long it's been.
A week.
A week.
And it's horrible. And we got health problems in here too. And we called and they said they don't have no estimate date when they will come out. It could be the 17th.
So see, that's the thing. You know, our people we got people that's elderly, people that's sick, people got health issues, right? And y'all reached out, y'all called. Has the government said they gonna do anything, any type of government assistance?
No, I haven't heard anything from FEMA or anything.
And what's your name, ma'am?
Mara.
Mara. Okay, so what's going on out here in New Orleans? Do you see the people actually getting help, or what do you think is happening right now?
I saw some people stationed near my house off Service Road between Reed and Crowder. But in terms of how it affected us, I mean, we were without power. We just got our power back on. Some areas had it right away, some areas did not. The problem really was that there were no grocery stores open and gas was out. We had to drive miles out to Biloxi and so far, sometimes further, just to get gas to run a generator so we could have cool air. So it was devastating.
All right. So do you feel that we are getting, as a whole, as our people, do you think we're getting the proper help that we need out here, even right now?
I don't see any help out here. I can't speak for anyone else. I can only speak for myself.
So what we're doing is we're discussing the storm and how did it affect us. As you can see behind us, they're working on power. How did the storm affect you, Hurricane Ida?
Well, we lost power, and some of our seniors didn't know where to go, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And it's hot,
Yes.
and chasing ice and chasing gas.
Uh-huh.
Next time I'm leaving.
She said next time you're leaving. Speaking of like leaving, right? They say the storm was bad. We got it bad over here in New Orleans. Did we receive any government assistance? Any help?
Well, I understand. Well, if you didn't have no power, you don't know what's going on. If you don't have no TV or you don't have no batteries, you don't know what's going on. So if nobody don't pass by or you don't go out there and try to get it, you don't know. But I think they're trying to help people. I don't know.
Okay.
I hope so.
Well, in a predicament like this, we were hoping that they would be urgent and helping people as swift as possible. We know for Katrina, when the city was flooded, were you dying for Katrina?
Yeah, I was here for Katrina.
I don't know if you can remember, but the people in New Orleans got flooded out really bad, and they were trying to cross over to the west side of New Orleans, which is the West Bank, and they were met by police with guns like, no, you can't cross over. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember that. That was horrible. I mean, if people trying to save their lives, they should be permissible to go anywhere to save your life, whether it's on this side of the river or that side of the river, So that was kind of crazy, like.
Okay, do you see any comparisons between this storm and Hurricane Katrina? Because they say this storm was actually stronger than Katrina.
Yeah.
So what do you say about that?
I say that it was stronger than Katrina because we got more catastrophe and you feel it more. You feel it more, first you saw it more because you saw the water and the water line, but now you feel it more because all the stores is closed, people killing each other over gas, people is frustrated, it's hot. They can't think right. The children crying, they want some water, they want to go to the bathroom. You ain't got nowhere to do none of that. You got to go outside the house or something like that. So it's hard.
So my last question, why do you think God allow us to go through these things, and why is he hitting us with these storms and hurricanes?
That's a funny thing. I was thinking about that last night in the dark. I said, well, at least for once, the trees done got cleaned up all over, For once, the families got a chance to be with each other and not have no distractions of television or radio, or I gotta go to work, I ain't got time to talk to the kids, or I gotta go do this, me and my husband ain't gonna have no time to talk to each other. So it did give you that moment of stillness and togetherness with your family. You had the opportunity to talk to them and share ideas what's in your heart. Really, because if you thought you were gonna die, if you were scared, you would be asking your husband, well, what we gonna do next time? Or what we gonna do this time, you had a chance to talk.
Right.
You had a chance to think.
Right. So I want to give you a couple of scriptures, right? You believe in the Bible?
Of course.
So I'm gonna show you exactly. I'm gonna show you what. Give me that. You can give me the scriptures real quick. Go ahead and get that for me.
Yeah, because this was a time where, you know, families had to really pull together and neighbors had to pull together. So people got a moment to be one with their neighbor, you know, because if you had ice and you saw them coming with ice, you looking, you know, so you want some ice too.
Yeah.
So they would actually come bring you some ice, or if you got something, you brought it to another neighbor. So that's somewhat of the positive thing that we got from the storm. We got some family togetherness, we got some sharing, and we got some caring. But normally people just look at each other like, I'm not worried about them.
Yep.
But now people are really worried about each other, so that's a good thing.
Okay. So you got that for me?
Yes, sir.
Watch the scripture.
Isaiah chapter 29, verse 6. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts.
So it says, thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts. It's talking about us.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to be visited by the Lord of hosts, but it's going to explain how.
With thunder.
With thunder. You experienced thunder, right?
Yeah, it was a lot of thunder.
All right.
And with earthquake.
And with earthquakes. You familiar with the earthquake that just happened in Haiti?
Yeah.
That's God's people. The same as us.
Yes.
Keep going.
And great noise.
And great noise. Did you hear a lot of noise with the storm?
With the what?
Did you hear a lot of noise?
Ooh, a lot of noise, yeah, a lot of noise. The banging, the lightning, the wind, everything. Yeah.
All right. Go ahead.
With storm and tempest.
With storm and tempest. That's the Lord visiting us.
The Bible let us know, it give us insight on things like this. We got to stick together. We got to look out for each other. Just like the older sister pull up, she got cases of water. What the government that doing that? Right. You want to get that in the camera? So she lost all that for the hurricane. Wow. And she got roof damage and everything. But where's the government? Where is the city of New Orleans? You know? Read that.
Lamentations chapter 4, verse 17. As for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help.
So a vain help meaning it's not coming. It's been a whole week still waiting on power. The government ain't reached out. They haven't given no emergency food stamps. So on and so forth.
And the trash been the same a week, and it's creating pollution in the air. It's already a pandemic, so I guess they want people to continue to get sick from the virus and everything else mixed with this.
See, these are things that our people need to know. So it's not like the news media is portraying it. But this also, God is teaching us we can't depend on them people. We got to start helping out each other. All right, read on.
In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us.
Because that nation is them white people. Right. Them people probably went about 2 days at the most over there across that lake without power. And here it is, our people still going to be 7 days, 8 days, however many long. They ain't sending, at least in the meantime, they could be sending some sort of, somebody through here, do some wellness checks or something. Did they do any of that?
No.
And I'm here with Mr.
Robert Scrivens.
Mr. Robert Scrivens. So, nice to meet you, Mr. Robert. We just was having a conversation off camera. You know, our people need to see how serious this is. So how has Hurricane Ida affected you and your family?
It just put us in the dark for a while. Like I said, we've been in the dark. We're living off a generator. And like I said, it's just hot. You know, like I said, if we had like the generators on the homes and stuff that I feel as though our government can help us with, you know, 'cause a lot of the houses still, you can still live in. They're habitable. So we as people, you know, a lot of people left and they're getting taken advantage of in the other states and all, because the hotels might be pretty cheap, start off, and now they're real expensive and stuff.
Right.
You know,
I know someone that happened to. So you mentioned government, right? Have you received any government assistance?
No.
Not at all, right? So that's the thing, you know, the government, they issue out money for things that may affect, you know, their people. What you got?
And like in my case, I'm all right. Okay. So there might be some people who not all right. So
that's right.
I don't mind them helping them first and then coming back to help us. But just, you know, there's a lot of people that's not all right. There's a lot of people displaced and they're trying to come back home to see how the condition of their houses are. You know, as far as me, I'm all right. You know, so
Right. So do you know of anybody that has received government assistance? Because I don't know anyone yet.
No, I don't.
You know, okay. So you know what? And we'll deal with the Bible talks about these things, right? Everything we're talking about, what's going on with our people, it's all explained in the Bible. But my next question is, what do you think is the cause of Hurricane Ida?
That's something that I don't think we ever gonna answer, because I think that's God's will as far as storms and all that. But the type of storm, because like you said, these storms getting more and more violent every year. So it got to do with that global warming.
Interesting point.
A lot of people ain't realizing how serious global warming is.
You see, go ahead.
We're in the early stages of the day. It's hot. You
Right.
can feel that something beaming down on it, and then by them taking all the natural resources out the earth, that causing that global warming.
You on it. You said God's will. These storms are getting more violent. They're taking the natural resources out the earth. You on it.
Okay, I'm gonna give you the solution to the problems. Well, it look like y'all gonna have power pretty soon,
we
so.
was praying for that. That's one of our prayers right there. We was praying for that because it's hot. These houses are hot. And then we have, like, next door to my house, I got like 86-year-old people.
Yes.
And the gentleman, he can't get up and take care of himself. And the old lady, she came out, she said, "Ooh, I had to clean my husband. He had feces in the bath. He tried to go to the bathroom while I get ice." So it's hard for the old people right now. It's hard for the people that's sick. So I'm pretty sure everybody was praying for this. And to see this here, that means our prayers is definitely being answered.
Okay, now watch this. Here's a solution.
2 Chronicles chapter 7, verse 14. If my people, which are called by my name.
He says, if my people, which are the Israelites, that's us. We're going to give you a flyer to show you that. We're the Israelites, blacks, Hispanics, and the Native American and Seminole Indians. We are his people.
Shall humble themselves.
We got to humble ourselves. This is the part of that humbling.
Yeah.
Read.
And pray.
And what?
And pray.
And pray.
And seek my face. And turn from their wicked ways.
He says we must seek him and turn from our wicked ways. We must forsake sin and return back to the Most High God. Read on.
Then will I hear from heaven and will forgive their sins and will heal their land.
He says that's when he's going to start dealing with us and heal us as a people.
Hosea chapter 5, verse 15. I will go and return to my place till they acknowledge their offense.
So the Bible is talking about God's people, the Israelites. God said he's going to go back to his place until we acknowledge our offense, what's going on with us. Read.
In their affliction, they will seek me early.
So are we not afflicted right now? Yeah. So the Bible, he's saying he's going to go back until they get, until our people realize that they're being afflicted. And you notice when things bad happen, what's the first thing they want to do? They run to God. So this is all part of his plan to show us that he's in control and this is his power. So we just want to bring a little scriptural understanding to let you all know that this is all in God's hand and it's all part of his plan.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right, well, thank you all for your time, and hopefully everything works out and it continues to get better. All right.
All right, Shalom Israel. As you can see, you know, our people, they're in the lowest of the lowest conditions, power outages, you know what I'm saying, hot, people with special needs, you know, they still unable to get the power, you know, the resources, the natural things that they need. As you can see behind us, this a week later, and this is as far as we got, still waiting on power and stuff like that. So, you know, Lord's where our people repent in their affliction, you know, and once again, I'm Officer Malachi,
Officer Akiem,
Officer Arabon.
and with that, Israel, we say shalom.
If you're looking for the prophets, you know where we be at. On the corner in your hood, you're welcome like a doormat. Gone.
Boots, lace, pants, crease, we don't need a Hummer. Wartime, God's army, quick as lightning, loud as thunder. Get it poppin', get it jumpin' like Jordan in the summer. When it all falls down, we be the winter, spring coming, that's the Passover. See them chariots don't get passed over. COVID should've told you that this truth can't be masked over. Move your ass over if you ain't about it.